legit, that claimed their businesses on their tax returns, that had legitimate Schedule C's, legitimate 1099s. They didn't have a problem with getting the funds.
Right.
Everybody would love a big amount, but what they did was they went on what you put on your tax returns. They went on what you put on your Schedule C form. So you had to either accept it or deny it. And so some people were like, and I will say this, I am not a tax preparer, guys, and I am not a PPP expert, but I did connect with the affiliate program, and I work with the affiliate program. So they keep me in the loop via emails, and they just let me know everything that's going on with the updates for PPP. Right. So I am an affiliate with a third-party company, Womply, if you have heard of that.
So hold on. So let's do this. I want to cut. I want to go back too, so we can let the people know what's to expect. So you're saying for those that apply for the PPP loan, what they should have done or a part of the process, if they didn't skip that part, was to file their Schedule C on their personal return, right?
So what you do when you file your income tax, everybody gets a 1040 form. Okay. Once you apply your business on there, then they add a Schedule C form, which is your profit and your loss for your business.
Right.
Go ahead, it's one big form, but they just add the more businesses, things like that. You should, if you filed your business, you should automatically have a Schedule C form.
Right. So now I have been hearing too and seeing videos of people saying, even Lesko, I follow him on YouTube, and they were saying like you didn't really have to have a business or a EIN. Where are we falling short with that information?
So the program was for small businesses to keep businesses going, and your business had to actually been before February 15, 2020. So you needed that business before then. So what people were doing, they allowed you to go and pull out a Schedule C form and fill it out yourself. I've seen even some YouTube teaching people how to do that.
Right.
If anybody came to me that didn't have a Schedule C, I can't mess with them because Schedule C 1099 or you got to keep moving. So some people weren't able to, period.
Right.
Listen, the first day of the job, they said, do not commit fraud, okay? You ain't got to tell me one time. You ain't got to tell me. I spent 7 days in jail one time. You ain't got to worry about me,
exactly.
So everything was going to I would make sure, like I even told people, I don't need your social. I don't need anything. I'm going to guide you while you fill out the application.
Exactly.
So people weren't allowed. Go ahead.
Finish.
So people weren't allowed to make a Schedule C form. So what they did was they just made up a business. And so that's why a lot of people got in trouble.
Right. So when it comes to, because I do want to speak on like the fraudulent activity that's been on the news and things of that nature. But when I heard they wasn't asking for these documents up front. So when people done it, and what I realize now is they're now coming back saying send those documents in, but they had already dispersed funds prior to.
So it's a lot of companies that were doing the PPP loans, and so every company was different. My company only took a PDF online. They don't take paperwork or anything. It had to be a PDF online. They had to verify it first. Then they send it to the lender to verify. The lender going to send it to the SBA to verify. The SBA going to send it back to verify it again. And then that's when they sent you your money. So every company was doing it so differently. Some people weren't allowing paperwork.
Right.
And so you did have a business, but let me tell you, as I have really been researching this, just look, if you go to YouTube, they got thousands of videos about the fraud.
Yes.
So people were saying like, I got 2 Chick-fil-A's. Like, saying they had Chick-fil-A's, they were putting businesses in other people's names, using other people's addresses. Like, it has gotten ridiculous. And see, they're not really going after the people that had like 20 or below. It's above that. I just was watching a video earlier about even if you applied for the PPP and it was fraudulent, even if they didn't give you the money, you still will be held accountable because of that fraudulent paperwork that you, I was like, whoa. And it's like, even if you didn't get the money, you're still going to be held accountable because of that fraudulent information that you gave. So
people need to listen up and take notes. Hey, shouts out to everybody in the chat. Top Knot, we see you. Lene, hey, this is another special occasion today with the information that we have going on. Adrian Miss Confident is in the building. I'm hearing a little echo. Is anybody on live can maybe cut the volume down? I'm echoing or I hear it anyway. But however, let's see. Still on? Okay, cool. But yeah, Adrian Miss Confident, she's in the building, man. We're talking about the application process and some of the do's and don'ts and some of the things that you might need to have. So Adrian, let's go back to the application part. What are some of the things on the application that an individual need not to skip past go? What are some of the things that you know on the application that they need to get right?
So basically your profit and loss, how much you made and how much you lost. That was the most important thing, and that was the amount that they were going on. Like I said, if you had it on that PDF plus your tax documents, they were able to give you your amount right then. But they were companies that were just literally, however you apply, that's how you apply.
Right.
And so what it is they have a lot of applications that the people really still need their funding for their business, but the funds have run out. So what they're asking small business owners and sole proprietors and independent contractors, they want the people to like overflow and overflow SBA, like half of these people, and tell them release the money. And literally they get ready to just cancel this program because it was going to be yearly ongoing. But if they don't get the people to just bombard these companies, they're going to go ahead and just cancel it out.
So what about the people that applications have been in the pool and now the money has been exhausted? The people that have already put application in, will they get theirs, or it's like, hey, we'll let you know when we open back up?
I feel like if it was already at the SBA, that they will send you the funds.
Right.
So that's up in the air right now. I have heard of some secret money that they got stashed for women businesses, minorities, and things of that nature concerning the PPP. I'm not really sure, but if it hit the SBA and it was approved by the SBA and it was legit, I feel like they will release those funds. And wonkily, they are still taking applications in hopes that more money will be released.
For sure. Shouts out to everybody on Facebook Live, man. Thank y'all for joining in, man. We always enjoy the company. Adrian Miss Confident, she's in the building, man, giving us some much needed information. So Miss Confident, I think we need to even give the first time business owners, and I know a lot of people cutting corners and stuff like that, but let them know when it comes to paperwork, how important it is. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't know about the taxes, the profit and loss, and then they want to apply for so many things. But it's like, where are you going with it?
Right. We get so busy in everyday life, we really can't keep up with a lot of stuff. But you got to download something that'll keep you on track with your expenses. You got to keep every paperwork, every email, and don't skip out on nothing. And a lot of people sleep on these 1099 jobs. It's kind of good to just go ahead and sign up for Uber and do maybe a couple of runs a day or something like that, just to have a 1099 under your belt. Because DoorDash, I had so many opportunities that I could have applied through my salon, DoorDash, Uber. So another little call center that was 1099. So just make sure you always have a 1099. File your business on your tax return. Again, I'm not a tax lady, but file your business. A lot of people have told me, oh, I didn't file because the person who's filed my business told me that, oh, I wasn't going to get nothing on there. Still file it. I know we want every dollar. Every dollar belongs to us, but go ahead and still file it. Get with a tax preparer that is going to be your friend, that is going to literally get you right, not somebody. Because every year you should not be bouncing tax preparers. Everybody should not have your information, okay?
Right.
So I tell my people, I have been with my tax preparer since I moved up here in this area, which is 6 years now. So get with somebody that you can trust, that is about their business. Because a lot of people, for one, they shouldn't even have to pay for these PPP applications.
Right.
People were charging people $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 to help them apply when it was literally step by step. And
you know what though? The price for fame and the price we pay for convenience. And like you're saying, to me, they lost 2 or 3 times because one, you paid for something that you could have done. And also, you probably didn't check the individual's credentials, and now they have your information, your social, and everything else. So there's probably some money getting got in your name or your business, and you don't even know about it.
Man, I'm a TikToker, and I see all the activity on TikTok. People are pulling up at people's house like, oh, you use my address, you use my name, it's going down.
Yeah.
I have seen the videos where the police are literally wherever you at, that's where they get you at. So it ain't worth it, guys. Yeah. It's not worth it. And I will say they getting the just as well as the unjust, because the pastor, he got like over 3 million and he went about 40 cars. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was trying to open a car lot, but right is right, wrong, you know?
Yeah, let's pause for a minute. Let's do a recap. So we're saying file the business anyway. File the business on your personal taxes and know something about the tax preparer so that and also I think, we always say people perish for the lack of knowledge, but I think in anything that we do for as a craft for our business, people, we got to start learning something about it. We just can't keep going and sitting at a desk and saying, hey, do it for me. I don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got smartphones. They keep saying, do something smart with it. Look something up. Google something. You know what I'm saying? Right. And knowing is half the battle, So not trusting anyone with your information. People been paying individuals to do it when they could have got coached through it to do it themselves. Because, hey, man, you got enough time to get the money. You know, people saying they just so busy they couldn't. You make time for what you want to make time for. You know what I'm saying? Cut the crap. You know what I'm saying? Right. What else you said? So file and trusting the people. And well, I know we can't speak to people on not being fraudulent because anybody doing anything, we feel like we're gonna get away with everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we'll talk. Let's talk ahead. Let's talk too. So when they're coming, because I've been hearing it left and right about this week and next week, like the marshals and the alphabet boys, federales, feds are actually coming for some of those people. And can we talk about what are they facing? What are some of the things that they are facing for this fraudulent applications? What can we tell them?
So I was watching a video on YouTube. The lady literally had a breakdown of how much money you got. If you had prior convictions, that's going to be more time. And so literally, like I said, 20,000 or less, or even up to maybe 50 or less, you're going to probably, it's federal for one. So you're going to get like probation and you're going to have to pay it back. But larger amounts, they are going to have to do some time. They're going to have to do some time plus pay it back. They said the pastor's going to get 20 plus years, so they're going to do some time. Also, if you didn't get the money, you're still going to be held accountable for your paperwork. So
right. So what about this? So what about this right here? People well, technically it's still fraudulent because if they applied and say they had a business and didn't, but I've heard people got the money and then started a business. Is that the same thing? Is that considered,
Well, the rules were your business had to be established before February the 15th, 2020.
Prior, okay.
Those were one of the stipulations. Was your business before February 15th, 2020? And have you heard that they got this list? You can go to this website and you can put in any town and it's gonna show everybody's name who got the PPP.
What?
It's gonna tell you their business address or their home address. It's gonna tell you how much they got.
You got to be kidding.
That list is everywhere. Like
I did. Wow, I don't even want to see that. That's
all you
crazy.
gotta do is type in the zip code or the town, and it's gonna show you every person, every business that got the money and how much they got.
I'm saying that because that's dangerous.
That they put it out there.
I mean, that's just like somebody hitting the lotto and saying, "Hey, we know where you at." You know what I'm saying?
My issue is a lot of females have messed their stuff up because they got the PPP and public housing and then just different little government things that they get, and they're losing houses and stuff like that.
Man,
so I'm kind of.
That's a setup though, sis. It sounds like like I saw a post that said you told what is it?
Yeah, I
Department of
remember
Labor,
stuff
you didn't have a job, but then you file these taxes, and then you're saying you're homeless over here. And we should know that they are linking and connecting all governmental access to everybody across the board. Gonna know, you know what I'm saying, when your name or social security number hits that, oh, she getting disability, or she's getting this and she's getting that. It's like they're about to know all of that, man. Like that's kind of it's sad. I know there's some people that ventured out and did that and had people trick them into doing it. Yeah, but go ahead. that's kind of crazy.
So this lady was saying, well, these parents were saying that her son did it at their address and in their name. So, you know, she upset about that. And then another girl convinced her grandma. And so now grandma about to lose her stuff. So literally they're gonna come and take your house or whatever to get their money back. You know how the federals do. Yeah. So
can you say it one more time for the people back there in the back?
So collateral, you got to give up something. I mean, if you got millions and you can't pay it back, you got to give up something. I saw this one girl doing a GoFundMe account, and she literally said, "Can y'all help me pay money back? You know, you can't go back and get it off that trip that you just took." So she did a GoFundMe for the money. And also, a lot of people didn't understand, like when you apply for the PPP, you have to go to the SBA, because the SBA Gov, they tell you everything about it, and it's a link that says cross program. Like if you got one loan for something else, you wasn't supposed to get the PPP, even though they approving stuff. You still was not supposed to get that. So even with these other new grants that's coming out as well, make sure that you can get it if you already got the PPP or the unemployment or something like that.
And I heard that, but I thought, because even the email I had, if you had applied for funding previously, that you then qualified for the other money. So that's not the correct information.
So it's like 6 different loan things on the SBA.gov. You have to really read the fine details. Like it like we said in the beginning, was it a setup from the beginning? You know what I'm saying? To see who they could trap or whatever, but you have to see which programs can go with each other.
Wow. Now my next question is, wow, that's I mean, because you know, we hear about so many people, we seeing people say, I gotta prove, and I've been stuck right there. I'm glad you came on, and I'm let me digest that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you see a lot of people, and you know, it's like, wow, that they're reckoning coming, because they like, hey, we want that back. You understand what I'm saying? They want that back. So these people that have bought cars, and I mean, I've been seeing all kind of stuff. People buying cars, everybody got cars, and they got drive out tags, and they want that back.
They want that back, or they want that proof, that verification that you had that small business. I mean, yeah.
So how true is this too? I heard that even with the paying back, like they were. And we know debt is the new slavery. So I understand why the setup, it was about giving you the loan. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Debt is the new slavery. We always want to be debt free, but if they can trick you into owing all this money, to me, that's just my personal thought. So I didn't even try to, you know what I'm saying, try to apply for anything. Now let's talk about what's one of the things I was asking. Let me get my thoughts back together. What were we talking about the PPP?
But I do want to talk a little bit about the forgiveness part.
Go ahead.
The businesses that were really legit, you have up to 10 months to apply for forgiveness after you get your money. 10 months, that's good. But if you don't apply for forgiveness after the 10 months, that's when you would have to pay it back. So that will be between you and your lender. Your lender will send you the form and ask for receipts. Or if you feel like your lender is taking too long, there's a form that you can send your lender. And if they ask for receipts, but just keep receipts on everything. Keep receipts on everything. Food.
Keep receipts on everything. She giving y'all the game for free now, but we're going to make sure y'all catch her cash out. Wink, wink. Go ahead.
But you know what? If you apply through Wombly took you step by step, like what are you going to spend this money on and stuff like that. So if you put car payment or whatever, just keep those receipts, and that's going to cover you.
Right. Okay, tell us more. Go ahead. Give it to you.
I mean, it was literally for small businesses. You know, people wanted to be greedy. You know, Isaiah says greedy dogs. They are like greedy dogs, you know. So and he said it about the pastors. He said that about the pastors. He said they are like greedy dogs, and their congregation are literally slow. They just giving all the money because they're just not right in the mind. But you know, that's a whole nother Bible study for a whole nother day.
Exactly.
Hallelujah.
Now check this out. Check this out. Then I was talking to my wife about, you know, what my thoughts, and this is what I said. During the pandemic, let's go back to the shutdown and everything. And most people, and I'm going to say for the most part, the mom and pops, right? Legitimate stores that were open. And the clientele dramatically or drastically decreased. Now your business was failing and about to close. So you got the loan, right, to keep your doors open, but you still wasn't getting business. And you still was paying your employees. But what I've been trying to have a conversation with individuals saying, if your door was about to close and you got the loan and your business never still pick up, going back to that trick and that you know what I'm saying, that trap, because it's like, how are you still gonna pay it back? Is your business just open just to be open because you're not making the revenue back? You're not making it back. So so what can we tell? I mean, what can we tell the people, give them some good news of saying, like, how are they going to pay that money back when they really was trying to keep their doors open, but the traffic is not there and making that money back either fast enough or even in the long run, they don't see how they can pay back what they borrowed.
Well, what I would say with how they going in on it, I would sit on that money, or I would make sure I have it in case they say, let me get that back. But like I say, even with your utilities, your home expense utilities, just keep everything. Just keep everything. That's all I would say. Sit on that money and just keep it. If you close that business down, make sure you have all that documentation for that as well. And just, you know, because they just change stuff every day. They change stuff. So I wouldn't play with it. I wouldn't just go take a vacation and stuff like that. I wouldn't play with it. Or I would show them that this out of my own money, you know. So
right. And once again, you know, we love our people, right? We love our people. And I just want our people to get this information. Say it again for the people in the front and the back. Tell them, keep those receipts.
Yes,
sit on that money if you're not, because I see people using it and saying this, but it's like you're spending it and not using it towards, if I spend $1, I want to make 2 or 3. I'm not spending it just because I got it. You understand what I'm saying? People buying all kinds of new stuff. No. Go ahead.
I get nervous to spend money now. I just want to keep getting it. I don't want to spend it because it's just so much going on that people not even seeing what's really going on in the world today. Like, it's just so much going on. I know. Want people to not be that person in the Bible that says you're not growing because of a lack of knowledge. Like, we really got to, I know we don't want to be all in tune with CNN and stuff like that, but we got to look at it sometimes. We see what's going on really with this world. I feel like they are just issuing out so much money because one day it's just gonna be cut off completely. It's gonna, and the door
is gonna be locked, man. And I continuously to say that we perish for the lack of knowledge, man. And once again, I want everybody that's tuned in or that's gonna watch this to understand we love our people, but we also know the misinformation and miseducation of the melanated people. So, you know, me wanting to partner with you and put this information out from a grassroots perspective. You know what I'm saying? I wish more people was on and can maybe ask questions that might have done. So let me ask you this. In the case that someone got the loan and was approved and they say, man, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. Is there a process of them giving that money back and not face repercussions? You know, if somebody just they halo light just come on and say, you know what, I can't do this. Is there a process? You see how the counties do sometimes? They'll do a gun buyback. They know what they're doing, but can a person say, hey, I don't want this money after they got it?
Well, I would definitely get with the person who issued the money out, the lender, and go from there. But if federal already got a hold of your things, you know, it really ain't nothing you can do. But definitely, if you just feel like you know you ain't do it right, or if you did do it right and you just want to give it back. But this is a forgivable loan, though. You're not even required to pay this loan back. If you send off your 3508 forgiveness paperwork and whatever information, because it's not like, okay, I got $50,000 and they want to see $50,000 worth of money spent. No, it's just a percentage of how much they want to see spent. So get with your lender and talk to them about it. So hopefully it wasn't fraudulent. So yeah, I feel like some lenders was doing some stuff under the table, and not even just poor people. It's been a lot of NBA players, football players, they getting messed up because they was getting millions of money back,
It seemed like a lot of people was in on the scam. I think most people feel like the scammers are bottom feeders, but not knowing it's some people sitting up there, you know what I'm saying, that's just telling the little people what to do, and we need you to recruit some people, you know what I'm saying, and it's deeper than rap, you know what I'm saying.
Those bigger people, those lenders, not trying to something, but believe me, they covering their behinds, okay? They do let it fall on the other people or whatever. But when it first started, the SBA, this is a new program. Last year they started this, so they really didn't have it under control either, because I was hearing that, like, if you just, how you could just do multiple applications. I heard that they were just sending money out for every application. They was accidentally sending double checks. So a lot of that was on their part too. But you got to put the blame on somebody. So you got to put the blame on somebody.
Right. And I do think a lot of people they're gonna get away with it, which, I mean, blessing coming all kind of form, but I do know if it was on the government, watch that they sent out whatever, then I just teach his own, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna go back, because we did try to apply, but what I didn't like, when I was like, well, tell me about the forgivable loan, they was like, well, in order to get the forgivable loan, you got to apply for the loan first, and then they was like, then we would see if you qualify for the forgivable loan. Now prior to that, I didn't understand that. I'm like, I want the forgivable part. But it was like, no, apply for the loan, and then we will see if you qualify for the forgivable part. So from where I sit, and I hadn't talked to anybody on the outside. So from that conversation with that individual, I was like, nah, that don't sound right. For me to, because I'm only wanting the forgivable part. So you telling me to apply for the loan and I get approved and tell me I don't qualify for the forgivable part, I felt like that was a trick. So I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. And I never looked back into it again, That's all I knew.
So literally, okay, you do a first draw, they give you a check. You do a second draw, they give you a check. After you get your first or second draw, if you didn't have to get a second one if you didn't want to, but you have up to 10 months to get with your lender get with you. It's only two things that you have to do. It's a S 3508 form that you fill out. And then if the lender says, okay, we just need some receipts. So that's all it is a form and receipts. So, and if you had a small business and it's legit and you did it before 10 months, that was the forgivable part. So,
okay. Oh man, so I messed out, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good, because understanding is the best thing you can give a person. So I wasn't understanding any of that at first, because I was talking to the SBA, and I was like, oh, I'm like, what do you mean I got to apply for the loan? And if I get qualified for the forgiveness, so it's like,
they have to put that you may. So they did have to put that you may qualify, but from my little training, the forgiveness was like 97%. Everybody was getting forgiven, 97%, because this was like last year, then they did it again this year. So it was a 97% rate of forgiveness, and it was a 99 approval rate. So that's why everybody was getting approved, because they were like approved. They wasn't going into details. They wasn't going into all that.
My feelings hurt right now then, because I should have been asking some questions. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouth don't get fed. Like a closed Bible don't get read. I mean, I sat back, but like I said, it was in the beginning, and I talked to them, and he was like, I'm like, that don't make sense. I'm like, I don't want the loan. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time I was hearing it was two separate ones. You can get a loan or you can get the forgivable loan. So in talking to them.
No, see, you got mixed up with the other things that they're offering, because like the EIDL, that was a loan, and then they had the Target EIDL, and that was like just free money. So it was so much that they was throwing at us at one time, and people would get confused with which was which, literally.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Me. No lie.
It was just so many of them, and it's still a lot. If you go on SBA.gov, if you are a restaurant owner, they have a grant for you right now. If you are a venue, they have a grant for you. So definitely stay connected with the SBA.gov, because they have a lot of grants for business owners out there.
Right on.
But read that fine print with the cross programming. Read that fine print before you apply for anything else. See if they're compatible with each other.
Right. I'm not gonna never hold you long. Give the people, a recap of some of your bullet points of even what they should have done going forward if they open it up again, some things that they need to have in place, and how to get their crap together, man. They need to get a lawyer. They need to get, the Cochran firm. Talk to the people, sis.
Listen, guys, I learn stuff every day. Don't ever be afraid to ask somebody, and definitely go and research it for yourself. Like literally, whatever sentence you're gonna ask somebody, just type it into Google, type it into YouTube, and watch a video. Please go get that information for yourself before you just walk away from a decision, or before you apply to a decision. Again, with your personal information, only give it out to somebody you trust. Your trusted tax preparer. She'd have been the one to do a Schedule C. If you really had a business, your tax preparer could have did that Schedule C perfectly for you. It ain't no need to lie, because federal, they gonna catch up with you in the end of the day, because that's their job. But don't miss the opportunities, because that was for small business owners. So definitely keep your head up. If you did, pray all is well forever. Don't do it again. And yeah.
Sis, take a second and put your information in the chat, your Cash App, and your social media, or whatever you want them to follow, YouTube, and also give it to them the verbal right now. Tap your Cash App and all your pages.
Yes, guys, you guys can follow me at Adrian Miss Confident. That's MS Confident. Adrian MS Confident on Instagram. I do have a Instagram show every Tuesday. We are going into the building really, really soon. So definitely stay connected with that. I have a lot of ebooks that I've written since the last show, Q, where you can it's just an ebook about credit repair, and an ebook about getting your online businesses together, vendors and things like that. Delayed but not denied. I will be a licensed real estate agent in September. So let's get that credit together so we can be getting you guys into a home like everybody. That's exactly my passion. Right. So and I just got my notary certificate today. So if you need anything notarized, I'm your girl.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So hit me up on Instagram. That's where I'm at mainly. Adrian Miss Confident, guys. But be blessed, and all is well always. Okay.
Now give the people, man. We know what's going on in society. There's so much going on. Give the family, the community, the kids, sum it up and give everybody a positive word before we get out of here.
Stay in the secret place. And the secret place is God. Get in you a prayer closet, close the door, and pray and cry out and call on Jesus and ask him, what do you want me to do today? Where do you want me to go today? Who do you want me to talk to today? What do you want me to do for my life? Because we don't want to miss New Jerusalem, guys, okay? Because when he comes, we going to be ready to go, okay? Because this ain't our home. There's too much going on here, okay? So stay in the secret place of God, and don't deny him. He is wonderful, guys. He will give you the joy that you need. He will give you the love that you need. So stay in the secret place of God and relax your mind, because there's too much going on in this world that we trying to hold on to when we just need to give it to God. So give everything to him in the name of Jesus, and all is well forever.
Hey, and understand, hallelujah. And let them understand too that it's a big divide going on, man. I want everybody to stay focused and conscious of the division. we're being divided on, pulled apart on every level. That don't mean we need to be sad or anything like that. We got to continue to go on with our life, but be that change that we want to see. You understand what I'm saying? So much going on. Y'all see the shirt, it's one of our brands. Y'all know what that means. No justice, no peace, man. And speak your truth, man. Continue to speak your truth, even if your voice cracked. You know what I'm saying? You are somebody. You cannot get to 5 without going through 1. So you are important. You are an important piece to this lifetime. You understand what I'm saying? Queen, thank you for coming through the green room, QTV. Hey guys, if you need a commercial, you have products, talents, let us promote you. Let us market it. Let us give you some visuals and some sounds. We do write-overs, voiceovers, the whole shebang, man. And right here, QTV Multimedia, we family. We just keep it real. We're not trying to be politically correct of none of that. We want to be able to reach the people. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Since you got anything you want to say to them, you got anything you're selling right now, your products, you want to give it to them?
My bio, I will put my bio in there. It's Confident Collections, 1.bigcartel.com, waist trainers, detox teas, ebooks, and notary, and just stay connected because God is really doing some amazing things for his faithful people. He said that he's about to serve his servant. So make sure that you are a servant of God so you don't miss any blessing that he is throwing in. Oh my gosh. Don't miss it because he's about to serve his servants. Hallelujah.
There it is, man. Hey, this is QTV Multimedia. Y'all know we don't stay long and it don't take all day to do anything. Hey, love y'all for free. Y'all stay tuned till, let's see, next Friday we'll be doing something else, man. So tell a friend to tell a friend, share this feed, and we love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep your head up, walk straight.